2019 marks the 65th anniversary of Geneva Rock. And in that period of time, the growth in 65 years is phenomenal.
W. Clyde was my grandfather. In 1954, he decided to start a supply company, Geneva Rock Products. W. Clyde believed in integrity and honesty. That was very important to him.
We don't have to know W. Clyde personally to understand and know what his philosophies were. We see those values every day in the work that we do.
Our core values are we value people.
Our word is our bond.
Giving a full measure.
And provide quality service and products at the best value.
My grandfather thought that people were the most important part of his business. He was always willing to pay them a fair wage and good benefits. In fact, he felt like if he paid a little bit more, he would get a little bit more out of them. I remember one of my first jobs was working in his yard. I'd been paid 75 cents an hour by my mother, and he paid me $1.25 an hour. She was a little upset with that higher rate. That was the approach that he's always taken is, take care of the people that are working and doing a good job for you.
Good environment, they were good people, they're mostly local, they know each other and they value the people that work for them.
I was probably the first employee of Geneva Rock. He was always faithful to the people that worked for him.
The reason I stayed at Geneva Rock for this many years is because I realized they value people. Its current employees, its retiring employees, and its customers are all pretty valuable to them.
One of our core values at Geneva Rock Products is our word is our bond. It doesn't matter whether it's a handshake or a verbal commitment, we always honor our commitments to our employees and to our customers.
One of our customers involved us in a project at the University of Utah, and the job was done and they were moving on into the final part of that project when I realized that we had received the results of some tests that showed our product might not have been everything we needed it to be. That product was removed and replaced, and a relationship of trust with us was reinforced and allowed to go on with many good returns after.
If there ever is an issue, we know that they have integrity and that their word is their bond, and that they'll come out and they'll evaluate the concrete, and if they played a role in any issues, that they'll back it up.
We wanted to make sure that we gave a full measure of everything that people ordered.
The critical project that we were a partner in was the building of the light rail from downtown Salt Lake up to the University Hospital. We had a critical schedule to get that done in time of the Olympics. There were times when we worked around the clock and through the weekend to be able to get that project done on time.
There have been times where Geneva has stepped up to the plate probably far and beyond their responsibility on a product.
Geneva Rock has always been able to bring us quality processes, quality people, deliver a quality project.
The airport parking structure was a big one. It was a microsilica concrete that hadn't been used in this area. The spec called for 7.5%, but we tested with 9%. And I remember talking to Wilford, say, I can guarantee you there'll be no failures at 9%. I can't guarantee it at 7.5. He said, use the 9. 20 years later, that parking structure is standing great, and they haven't had to do any repairs to it. Quality products and service gives the customer the best value.
It makes me proud to know that we are building better communities. The fingerprint from these aggregates are everywhere in the state of Utah.
To be able to go down and see the Bountiful Temple on my way into Salt Lake, to pass Legacy Highway, to see the church office building.
Our first large project in Davis and Weber County was the Washington Boulevard reconstruct from 12th Street to 400 North. And on that project, we had 25 milestones to meet on schedule and met every one of them.
I can think about numerous projects. We've done the Vivint Smart Home Arena, the baseball field, the home of the Bees, Grand America Hotel.
And to move on down over the point of the mountain and see Silicon Slopes and all of the work that we've done there.
There's universities and schools that we've provided materials for, the highways and freeways. These are truly the building blocks and the foundation of our community.
Some projects that come to mind were 123rd South Design Build, I-15 in Box Elder, ID4 in Morgan. We couldn't be successful as a state of Utah without companies like Geneva Rock.
Not only is Geneva Rock Products to us a supplier of concrete, they're our friends. It's part of our family.
I've enjoyed all the years of service that I've given Geneva Rock Products. The people that I work with are the ones that make me stay.
Love the people that work here. That's one of my greatest, can't talk about this. A lot of them are my good friends.
Well, I think the future of Geneva Rock is really bright.
Most important is the powerful legacy of its people, which builds a foundation for the future. Geneva Rock will continue to do that. That is our culture, that is what we do.
Geneva Rock's legacy is 65 years of history behind us and looking forward to another bright future of 65 years ahead of us to come as locally owned, family-oriented business with good people.